Hello Leo, welcome back to the channel. I just sat down with my deck because the energy around you right now is absolutely buzzing and I needed to see what is actually happening in your world over these next 24 hours. Before I even started shuffling, I could feel this intensity. This pull between past and present, and honestly when the cards started coming through, I had to take a moment because wow. There is so much happening for you right now, Dot, so let me just jump right into this because I pulled 6 cards for you and each one is telling such a specific story about what you are walking into. The energy here is complex, it is layered, and it involves other people in a major way. I'm seeing someone from your past. I am seeing competition, I am seeing obsession. And I'm seeing you right in the middle of it all, having to make some really important decisions about what you actually want and who deserves your energy. Alright, so the first card that came through for you, Leo, is the 5 of Wands, and I have to say, this card is setting the tone for everything else. The 5 of Wands is all about conflict, competition, and multiple people or energies clashing in the same space. When I see this card in a reading about the next 24 hours, it tells me you are about to experience, or maybe you are already experiencing, some kind of tension or rivalry situation. This is not just a casual disagreement. This is active competition for something or someone. What really stands out to me with this card is that it often shows up when there are too many voices, too many opinions, too many people trying to get your attention or pull you in different directions. For you, Leo, I'm feeling like this is connected to a romantic situation, or at least a situation involving someone you have feelings for or had feelings for. There is this energy of multiple people wanting the same thing, and that thing might actually be you or your attention or your commitment. The 5 of Wands is showing me that things are about to get a little chaotic, a little messy. Because not everyone is playing fair and not everyone has pure intentions. I am also picking up that this competition energy might involve someone who's trying to stir things up on purpose. Like maybe there is a third party who is inserting themselves into a situation where they do not really belong. Or maybe there is someone who is trying to create drama or confusion because they benefit from it somehow. The 5 of Wands can also represent internal conflict though. So this might also be you feeling torn between 2 different options or 2 different people or 2 different paths forward. You might be feeling like you are fighting with yourself about what the right move is. And that internal struggle is going to become really apparent over these next 24 hours. The energy of this card is restless. It is competitive, it is a little bit aggressive, and it is definitely not peaceful. But here's the thing, Leo. The 5 of Wands also represents the courage to stand up for what you want. It shows that you are willing to fight for something if it matters to you. So while this energy might feel uncomfortable or stressful, it is also pushing you to get really clear about your boundaries, your desires, and your non-negotiables. This conflict or competition that is coming up is actually serving a purpose. It is forcing you to take a stand and make a choice about who and what you allow into your space. Now, the second card is the 7 of Cups, and honestly, when this card came out right after the 5 of Wands, I was like, okay, this is getting even more interesting because the 7 of Cups is all about illusions, fantasies, confusion, and having too many options. This card shows up when someone is being presented with multiple possibilities, but not all of them are real or realistic. Some of these options are just distractions, some are based on wishful thinking, and some are straight-up illusions that are not what they appear to be. For you, Leo, the 7 of Cups is telling me that over the next 24 hours you might be faced with multiple offers, multiple promises, or multiple people trying to sell you a dream. But the key message of this card is that you need to be really discerning about what is real and what is just fantasy. Someone might be painting a really beautiful picture of what could be, but when you look closer, you will see that it is not based on anything solid. This could be someone from your past coming back with all these grand statements about how things will be different this time. Or it could be a third party trying to convince you that they are the better option. But the Seven of Cups is warning you to not get lost in the fantasy. I am also getting that this card is highlighting the confusion you might be feeling right now. With so many options or so many voices or so many different energies coming at you, it is hard to know what is true and what is just noise. The Seven of Cups can make you feel overwhelmed, like you are standing in front of 7 different cups and you do not know which one to choose. And honestly, some of them might contain nothing at all or even something harmful. This is a card that asks you to ground yourself, to get clear on what you actually want versus what just looks appealing on the surface. There is also this energy with the Seven of Cups of someone being a little bit deceptive, or at least not being fully transparent. Maybe someone is not telling you the whole truth, or maybe they are exaggerating certain things to make themselves look better or to manipulate the situation in their favor. This ties back to that third-party energy I was mentioning earlier. Someone might be presenting themselves as this amazing option, but they are hiding certain facts or certain parts of their reality that you need to know about. The Seven of Cups is really about seeing through the smoke and mirrors and making decisions based on what is actually true rather than what you are being told or what you want to. Believe. The advice with this card, Leo, is to slow down. Do not make any impulsive decisions based on how shiny something looks. And really ask yourself, what is substance versus what is just style? Not everything that glitters is gold. And the Seven of Cups is reminding you that you have the power to see through illusions if you just take a step back and look at things objectively. Okay, so the third card that came through is Temperance, and I actually felt a sense of relief when this one showed up because after all that conflict and confusion energy, Temperance is here to offer you some balance and some clarity. Temperance is one of those really beautiful cards that is all about finding the middle ground, creating harmony and approaching situations with patience and moderation. This card is telling me that even though things might feel chaotic or overwhelming right now, you have the ability to bring balance back into your life. Temperance is often about blending 2 different things together in a way that creates something new and better. In your situation, Leo, I am seeing this as possibly finding a way to integrate the lessons from your past with the possibilities of your future. This does not necessarily mean going back to an old situation, but it does mean taking what you learned from past experiences and using that wisdom to make better choices moving forward. Temperance is asking you to not swing too far in one direction, to not be too impulsive or too closed off, but to find that sweet spot in the middle where you are open but also protected, where you are hopeful but also realistic. I am also seeing Temperance as guidance for how to handle this third-party drama or this competition energy that is swirling around you. Instead of getting pulled into the chaos or reacting emotionally to everything that is happening, Temperance is encouraging you to stay calm, stay centered, and handle things with grace and maturity. This is not the time to engage in petty drama or to let other people pull you down to a lower vibration. Temperance is about rising above the noise and maintaining your inner peace no matter what is happening externally. There is also this energy with Temperance of healing and alchemy. This card often shows up when you are in the process of transforming pain into wisdom, chaos into clarity, confusion into understanding. So whatever you are going through right now, Leo, Temperance is reassuring you that you are capable of turning this challenging situation into something that ultimately serves your highest good. You have the ability to take all these conflicting energies and blend them into a clear path forward. This might require some patience, some self-reflection, and some willingness to sit in the discomfort for a bit. But Temperance promises that if you approach this with balance and intention, you will come out stronger and wiser on the other side. The fourth card is the Queen of Swords, and wow, I love that this card came through for you because the Queen of Swords does not play games. This is one of the most direct, no-nonsense, truth-seeking cards in the entire deck. The Queen of Swords represents someone who has been through some things, who has learned some hard lessons, and who is now completely committed to seeing situations exactly as they are without sugarcoating or denial. This queen has sharp discernment, clear boundaries, and zero tolerance for manipulation or deception. For you, Leo, I'm seeing the Queen of Swords as both a quality you need to embody right now and possibly also as a person who might come into the situation. If this is you, then this card is telling you that it is time to tap into your most clear-headed, rational, objective self. This is not the time to make decisions based purely on emotions or nostalgia or hope. The Queen of Swords is asking you to look at the facts, to see people for who they really are based on their actions, not their words, and to make decisions that are rooted in truth and self-respect. I am really feeling like the Queen of Swords is going to help you cut through all that Seven of Cups illusion energy. While the Seven of Cups was showing you all these confusing options and fantasies, the Queen of Swords comes in with her sword and just cuts straight to the truth. She can see through lies, she can spot manipulation, and she is not afraid to call things out for what they are. If someone has been feeding you a fantasy or trying to deceive you, the Queen of Swords energy is going to help you see right through it. This card might also represent someone in your life who is going to give you some real talk over the next 24 hours. This could be a friend, a family member, or even a stranger who offers you some perspective that is honest and direct. The Queen of Swords does not tell you what you want to hear, she tells you what you need to hear. So if someone comes to you with some truth bombs or some harsh but necessary feedback, try to receive it with an open mind because this person has your best interests at heart. Even if their delivery is a little sharp, there's also this energy with the Queen of Swords of independence and self-sufficiency. This queen does not need anyone to complete her or validate her. She is perfectly fine on her own. So I'm seeing this as a reminder, Leo, that you do not need to choose anyone or anything out of fear of being alone or fear of missing out. The Queen of Swords knows her worth, she knows what she deserves, and she would rather be alone than settle for less than what she knows she is worthy of. This is powerful energy for you to step into, especially if you have been feeling pressured or rushed to make a decision about a relationship. Situation. Now the fifth card that came through is the Hermit, and this card is really interesting in the context of everything else we have seen so far. The Hermit is all about solitude, introspection, inner guidance, and taking time away from the noise of the external world to connect with your own truth. After all that conflict, confusion, competition, and sharp clarity, the Hermit is telling you that you need some space to process everything and to really tune into what your heart and your soul are telling you. The Hermit often shows up when you are being called to take a step back from a situation, to withdraw your energy and to spend some time in reflection. This does not mean you are running away or giving up. It means you're taking the time you need to get clear on what you actually want without all the outside influence and pressure. For you, Leo, I'm seeing the Hermit as a very important message that you do not have to make any major decisions right now. You do not have to respond to everyone who is demanding your attention. And you do not have to have all the answers immediately. I'm really feeling like the Hermit is encouraging you to create some space between you and all this drama that is going on. Maybe you need to take a break from communication with certain people. Maybe you need to spend some time alone to journal or meditate or just sit with your feelings. The Hermit knows that the answers you are looking for are not going to come from other people. They are going to come from within you. And in order to access that inner wisdom, you need silence, you need solitude, you need peace. There is also this energy with the Hermit of seeking wisdom and truth. The Hermit carries a lantern which represents the light of inner knowing, and he is walking his own path regardless of what everyone else is doing. This is such a powerful reminder for you, Leo, that your path is your path, and you do not have to follow anyone else's timeline or anyone else's expectations. If you need time to figure things out, take that time. If you need space to heal or to think or to just be, create that space. The Hermit is giving you permission to prioritize your own inner journey over the demands and expectations of others. I'm also seeing the Hermit as a sign that the truth you are seeking is already within you. You just need to quiet the external noise long enough to hear it. You already know deep down what the right move is. You already know who is genuine and who is not. You already know what you actually want versus what you are being pressured to want. The Hermit is just asking you to trust that inner knowing and to honor it, even if it goes against what other people think you should do. And finally, Leo. The sixth card that came through is the King of Wands, and let me tell you, this card brings some serious power and confidence energy. The King of Wands is a natural leader, someone who is charismatic, passionate, bold, and completely in control of their own destiny. This king knows what he wants. He goes after it with full force, and he does not let anyone or anything stand in his way. He is creative, he is inspiring, he is magnetic, and he has this incredible ability to turn his visions into reality. For you, Leo, the King of Wands feels like your ultimate destination in this reading. After going through all the conflict, seeing through the illusions, finding your balance, cutting through the lies, and taking time for introspection, you emerge as this powerful, confident, self-assured version of yourself. The King of Wands is telling me that you are about to step into your full power in a way that might surprise even you. You are done playing small, you are done letting other people dictate your worth or your choices, and you are ready to own your throne. I am also seeing the King of Wands as possibly representing someone who's going to show up with some very strong energy. This could be someone from your past who is coming back with renewed confidence and passion. Or this could be a third party who has been watching from the sidelines and is now making their move. The King of Wands energy is bold, it is direct, it is not shy about what it wants. So someone might be coming toward you with a very clear and powerful offer or declaration. And they are not going to be subtle about it, but here's what I really want you to understand about the King of Wands. Leo, this card is ultimately about you claiming your power. Not about giving your power away to someone else. Yes, there might be kings and queens and other court cards swirling around your situation, but at the end of the day, you're the one who gets to decide what happens next. The King of Wands is reminding you that you are in the driver's seat of your own life. You are the one who sets the standards. You are the one who decides who gets access to your energy and your heart. The King of Wands also carries this energy of passion and creative life force. This is someone who is fully alive, fully engaged, fully committed to creating the life they want. So I'm seeing this as an invitation for you to reconnect with your own passion, your own fire, your own excitement about life. Maybe some of that fire has been dimmed by all the drama and confusion, but the King of Wands is here to reignite it. You are being called to remember who you are at your core, to remember what lights you up, to remember that you are a force of nature and nobody can take that away from you. So Leo, let me bring all of this together for you because there is such a clear story here. Over these next 24 hours, you are walking into a situation that involves competition, past connections, third-party drama, and a lot of people wanting your attention. The Five of Wands showed us that conflict and rivalry energy. The Seven of Cups revealed the illusions and fantasies that people might be trying to sell you. Temperance offered you the path of balance and wisdom. The Queen of Swords gave you the clarity and discernment to see truth. The Hermit encouraged you to take space for inner reflection. And the King of Wands reminded you of your ultimate power and sovereignty. Here's what I'm seeing happen. Someone from your past is likely going to reach out or make their presence known. This person might come with promises, with regret, with a desire to reconnect. But there is also a third party in this situation, someone who has feelings for one of you or someone who is obsessed with this dynamic, and that person is going to create some tension or competition. You might feel pulled in different directions. You might be presented with multiple options or multiple versions of what could be. But not all of it is going to be real or healthy. The guidance from the cards is to not get swept up in the drama or the fantasy. Use your Queen of Swords discernment to see people and situations clearly. Take your Hermit time to check in with yourself and your own truth. Use Temperance to stay balanced and grounded. And ultimately, step into your King of Wands power and make decisions from a place of strength, confidence, and self-respect. You not owe anyone an immediate answer. You do not have to choose based on pressure or fear. And you definitely do not have to settle for anything less than what you know you deserve.